Travel is more than just ticking off countries. It's about the people, the culture, the food, the moments. I'm Pippa Hudson, and on Wonder the World, I invite you to join me every week as we explore destinations both near and far, with the help of fellow adventurers who share their unique travel stories. Listen to my podcast wherever you get them.
And speaking of artists, experts have been saying that there's a trend that is showing of emerging artists who are increasingly applying their skills in entrepreneurial ways. According to experts, this shift is largely driven by the need for career sustainability and the rise of digital platforms and the growing intersection between creativity and business. Artists give us their creative energies, but that does not necessarily mean business feasibility or sustainability, because it is a product. It needs to be covered by marketing, accounting, and everything else in that value chain. So we decided to ask for Gail's brains, Gail Bosch. Gail is with Artinsure Product Head of iTOO, Special Risk, and Gail is going to share with us some of her knowledge around this to help us understand this better. I want to ask you, are you an artist? How are you ensuring sustainability beyond that big production that is on TV right now? What are you going to do beyond it? If there's a big movie, you've been involved in this production, what happens after that? But first, Gail, thanks for your time. Really appreciate it. Welcome to 702. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Thabo, and good morning to everyone. Thanks for the chance.
Can you start by telling us more about the trend of artists moving into entrepreneurship? What's driving this shift, Gail?
Right. I think actually at the moment it's a really great time for artists. There are a lot of opportunities to maximize their exposure on numerous platforms, and it's worldwide. So I think one of the things, and there are very few, but one of the things that COVID did benefit was in the art world, where it opened up numerous different platforms worldwide, where people that are new collectors and international collectors now have access to works that they didn't have before.
Yeah, and that brings about the business element there too, right?
Absolutely, yes. Unfortunately for artists, I'm sure they would love to spend the majority of their time only creating works. But once creating the work, the collectors and the buyers are not going to fall in their laps. They do need to make a disciplined and concerted effort to market themselves, to make sure that they are looking at the business aspects, of their careers and taking in as many opportunities as they have to do it.
Yeah, but that can be easy.
With fairs, it's certainly not easy, and it does take discipline. I don't think it comes naturally for an artistic individual to want to manage the business aspect, but unfortunately, it is necessary. It's completely vital to their sustainability as artists.
Yeah, and I can just imagine that here you are, you're an actor, you are a playwright, and you want to spend your afternoons as the sunset is approaching, having a drink, being inspired, and writing beautiful pieces. And or you are rehearsing your lines, and this business thing is too tedious, and you must know where the assets and liabilities are, and you have this ledger document in front of you. You must bank your money, save it, and you must account. There's tax, there's this, there's the other. Doesn't that somehow dilute your real craft? And to what extent can that be outsourced so that you can focus on things that you really are good at?
Well, speaking more from a visual arts point of view as opposed to performance arts, there are other platforms that can assist with leveraging their works. Platforms such as Latitudes Online can assist with the business aspects on that. And there are other supports. So my advice to them would be to attend as many, network as much as they can, learn from other artists, leverage from those that have successfully managed it.
Are there any specific platforms or tools that South African artists are using to promote, to sell their work?
Yes, there are. Well, there are a number of South African fairs. There's Art Joburg, which is normally in around September. Then there's the Cape Town Art Fair, which is in February. And just recently, this past weekend, there was Latitudes Art Fair, which is in Johannesburg in Houghton. They also have an online platform where they allow independent artists, as well as artists represented by galleries. And that is an African platform. It's not limited to South Africa. Oh, sorry, did I break up there?
Gail, are you there?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. You disappeared. I was thinking. Yeah. Do you want to conclude the thought?
Yes. So I think Latitudes would be a good one. There are also a number of what do we call them? Collectives. It's not represented by a gallery where artists can find a place and work together and leverage off each other and utilize each other's skills that they can use as a means or a platform to get their works out there.
Yeah. We've mentioned obviously issues like budgeting being a problem, marketing and pricing. Can we spend on a little bit of time on some of the most common struggles you've seen, Gail, that you've experienced, that artists are going through?
I think it's an education, and education about the need for that, for the business aspects. But there are a number of online courses that are relatively inexpensive, some that are free, particularly using platforms like YouTube and other educational platforms. So it is an educational aspect so that they can learn the easiest and simplest ways to do things like budget and market and, networking and getting their name out there. Because one of the things that people do is collectors also invest in people. Once they've found an artist that they believe in, then they would be likely to follow them, recommend them to friends. And the budgeting is a big part of that. And I don't think galleries are going anywhere. There is, they do work alongside each other. And often the social media will allow galleries who can assist, on a more formal manner, can pick them up on social media as well.
Yeah. Any successes? I'm sure there's some good stories out there that you've seen that illustrate this entrepreneurial shift in the art world.
The first one that comes to mind, actually, is an artist by the name of Nelson Mokamo. And he was a student at a facility called Artist Proof Studio, which is it's a non-profit organization that specializes in the education and printmaking skills. And he absolutely rocketed to fame when he landed up on the cover of Times magazine because he'd been picked up by Trevor Noah and Oprah Winfrey. And they'd identified that he's got now works in his collections, and his career absolutely skyrocketed. So I think that's a great example of how it can work. Yes, brilliant story.
I love it. Gail, it's been fantastic talking to you. How do people reach iTOO Special Risks?
You can contact iTOO Special Risks on either the telephone number 011 351 5000 or more likely visit our website, which is www.itoo.co.za. And there you'll find all the information about the different specialized products that we have at iTOO Special Risks.
Thanks a mil, Gail. Really appreciate it. Lovely chatting to you. We should do it again sometime soon. Gail Bosch, Artinsure Product Head at iTOO Special